While there are still a few wholesome IRL streamers out there who manage to entertain without diving headfirst into the mud pit of online drama, the genre has been increasingly overrun by unhinged, clout-chasing type people who will literally do anything for views, no matter how reckless, embarrassing, or outright illegal it might be. And in the past few years, Kick has become ground zero for this kind of chaotic energy. We've seen Xena the Witch shoot a woman in the leg with a paintball gun and end up in handcuffs. We've seen Suspenders turn public indecency into a recurring bit. And of course, Aiden Ross decided it was a great idea to stream porn live to his audience. These are the big names, the headline grabbers. But the streamer we're going to talk about today isn't on their level of fame, at least not yet. Meet Natalie Reynolds, a clout-hungry, erratic content creator who has built her entire online persona on shock value. Her playbook is simple. Do something outrageous, attract a tidal wave of negative attention, and then act like the victim. Some of her greatest hits? Twerking in public, stripping in bizarre locations, and performing provocative dances that are more cringe than captivating.
You better get off that wall, get down on it, to get right there, you can't sit down on it, like a lollipop, lick down on it, on the beat, I'ma spit right on it.
And don't even get us started on her street interview videos, painfully awkward social experiments that leave you questioning both her judgment and the sanity of everyone involved. Her live streams, however, are somehow even worse. We're talking about public outings where she's wearing nothing but body paint below the waist, proudly acting like it's comedy gold.
I do have clothes on.
Go closer.
I work in the industry enough to know.
And in one particularly jaw-dropping moment, she convinced a woman who couldn't even swim to jump into a lake, then ran away before checking if she was okay. Now, if you've never heard of Natalie, you might be wondering why she's even worth talking about. Simple. Well, she's no Aiden Ross. Her content racks up millions of views because she has mastered the art of rage baiting. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on how Natalie Reynolds keeps herself in the public eye with content that's as provocative as it is painfully pathetic. Natalie is a 22-year-old TikToker, OnlyFans creator, and IRL streamer who is known mostly for rage baiting, provocative antics, and downright nonsensical content in streams. While the exact timeline of when she first started producing content online remains unclear, what we do know is that she has left behind a trail of banned and deleted accounts across multiple platforms. Many of her early YouTube channels and TikTok profiles have been completely wiped out, either due to community guideline violations or because she simply burned through them while trying to stay ahead of bans. As of now, her current YouTube channel has over 5,500 subscribers, and her most active TikTok account boasts 842,000 followers. While these numbers might not seem earth-shattering compared to other internet personalities, the shocking part is that her TikTok videos consistently rack up millions of views. And no, it's not because she's producing high-quality, meaningful content. It's because she has mastered the art of drawing attention through calculated outrage. Natalie knows exactly which buttons to push to make people stop scrolling, engage out of sheer annoyance, and inevitably boost her visibility.
Girl, you look delicious. Oh, I mean gorgeous.
You will regret this tattoo. That is just not true. I have literally been dreaming of this guy for years and I've had the crush on him for the longest time.
No TikToks or I'm calling the police.
You're not my mom. Don't tell me what to do.
She cemented her reputation as one of the most brain-dead, clout-chasing content creators on the internet during the summer of 2022, a turning point in her online career. From that moment on, she has done absolutely nothing to redeem herself or evolve her content. Instead, she's doubled down on the very behavior that got her noticed in the first place, turning her platforms into a non-stop cycle of chaos, provocation, and attention-seeking stunts. Before we dive headfirst into the more unnerving details of her story, let's take a closer look at what her content is generally like. If we had to sum up her online presence in 3 words, they'd be highly provocative, completely unnecessary, and truly unhinged. One key thing you should know about Natalie before we go any further is that she loves to dance, or at least she thinks she does. She has so much grace and balance when she's dancing that her moves will keep you hooked for hours. And by that, we mean hours of secondhand embarrassment. She's a painfully bad dancer, and yet she insists on showing off her awkward, often inappropriate moves literally everywhere. Elevators, grocery store aisles, beaches, even in the middle of restaurants where unsuspecting diners are just trying to eat in peace.
You better get off that wall, get down on it, to get right there, you can't sit down on it. Like a lollipop, look down on it. On the beat, I'ma spit right on it. That's it.
Not only that, she has a deep and undying love for twerking, but not the kind you do in your bedroom for a thirst trap. No, Natalie prefers to twerk in public, often in front of complete strangers, and sometimes even right in front of elderly people who are clearly mortified. It's a strange mix of shamelessness and desperate attention-seeking that has become her signature style. So you see her point. Natalie thrives on content like this. She knows full well the things she's doing are outrageous, borderline absurd, and guaranteed to spark outrage, but she does them anyway. Why? Because she's built an entire career out of making people talk about her in the most negative way possible. And unfortunately for all of us, it works. Every time someone shares her videos to mock her, call her out, or simply express disbelief, she gets more clicks, more engagement, and more reason to keep doubling down on this nonsense. We dug deep into Natalie's content history, scrolling, clicking, and suffering through more of her videos than any human being ever should, and tried to find one, just one, that could be described as remotely sane or mature. We found not a single wholesome moment in sight. Every video, without exception, fell into the same tired cycle of thirst trapping and outrage farming. Doing extremely provocative stunts like drawing her breasts, changing bikinis in the middle of public places, and tanning in a way that makes her implants the center of attention is her usual style of content.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah. Rubbed up, just relaxing in the tub.
So right now I want to change out of this swimsuit, but I don't know where to change it out of, so I'm going to be doing it here.
From the earliest days of her career, there has been no indication that Natalie ever had any interest in gaining popularity through meaningful, skillful, or even mildly creative content. Her brand has always been built on shock value and shameless clout chasing. And honestly, you gotta admire the consistency. We mean, who else would think it's a great idea to stroll into a college class, disrupt the lecture, and start filming nonsense content, only to get kicked out moments later?
So the only place they can go is
Excuse
through
me?
a protein
Would you be able
channel,
to hold my mirror real
which
quick for a
is,
school project? Thank
ATP
you.
Syndace. The name
What's
of
that
the
supposed to
protein.
be about, baby? Da-da-da-da-da-da, acting crazy, reminiscing on the good times daily, acting shady. What's that supposed to be about, baby? Acting crazy. Thank you.
Her complete lack of shame doesn't stop there. One of her most infamous moments came when she decided to visit Crumble Cookies wearing pants so low and loose that they were practically falling off her body. Watching her try to walk in them was like watching someone attempt an obstacle course they built themselves.
It's TikTok trend. It's the Benson Boone TikTok trend. Why are you getting mad at me? It doesn't matter.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Then there's her ex-boyfriend era, a truly brain-dead chapter in the Natalie Reynolds saga. Their videos together were a combination of rage-baiting, cringe, and the kind of content that makes you lose brain cells just by pressing play. His favorite bits seem to involve putting eggs inside her underwear and smashing them for the camera. Romantic, right?
Zach, I'm trying to clean it.
Tuesday,
Zach!
Wednesday,
Zach!
If you want to see the pinnacle of their creativity, check out one of their iconic videos, We watched it, we regretted it, and we sat there for a full 10 minutes afterward trying to figure out what the point was, only to realize there wasn't one.
My girlfriend Natalie has been acting very suspicious recently, and I think she might be cheating. So I'm gonna use this AirTag to track her. Throughout the day, I paid attention to her location, and then I saw she was at another guy's house. I was not gonna let this slide. Turns out it was just her grandpa. I headed out fast, but I still had a gut feeling I can't trust her. After some time, her location updated and said this: 5 guys, there's no way I'm letting my girlfriend hang out with multiple boys. When I got to the location, I realized it was just the restaurant. I then saw she was at the park, so I had to see what was going on. I noticed she was writing something, and it had to be a letter to her secret lover. And as she was leaving, she dropped the letter and didn't notice. It was finally time to catch her.
Dear Zach, I'm so sorry. I have terrible news to confess. If everyone watching likes and subscribes, I'll tell you the truth.
But somehow we found something even worse. In another masterpiece, her boyfriend, or maybe her best friend, or just some random guy, decided to pour milk all over her inside a store. It was so painfully pathetic that it almost made us forget about the other deeply cringeworthy video where her boyfriend staged a whole scene, accusing her of cheating.
I'm thirsty. Refreshing.
And by the way, if you failed to notice, give us the opportunity to point out that this video was shot in the toy aisle of whichever store they're in. That's super gross, Natalie. Now here's the thing. When Natalie isn't busy thirst-trapping her audience or stirring the pot with outrageous content, she's still not resting. Instead, she switches gears to performing some of the most bizarre, unnecessary stunts imaginable. Curious what that looks like? Picture her blowing air into an air mattress for no reason, dumping slime into her hair, and pretending to shave her head, because apparently that's her idea of entertaining content.
How many breaths does it take to blow up an air mattress? The mattress was flat to start, and after 50 breaths, I lost my breath and had to restart. I kept going, and after 250 breaths, we were starting to see little results. As I was blowing, it was getting harder and harder. This is not easy. I was blowing all throughout the day until we were at 800 breaths. We were about halfway there, and it started getting a lot harder to breathe. After spending countless hours blowing, we were almost there. If I blow it all the way...
This is my outfit for today, and if you don't like it, you could leave. Okay, love you.
Yeah. All I ever wanted was a rolly rolly. All I ever wanted was a rolly rolly.
The point is, no matter what theme she's going for in a given week, it always circles back to the same goal, grabbing attention by any means necessary. And in Natalie Reynolds' world, there's no such thing as going too far, only not going far enough. But perhaps the most painfully awkward point in her career was when she started doing those infamous kiss or slap videos. This is where she would head out in public armed with a microphone and shove it practically up people's noses while asking them whether they wanted to kiss her or slap her. And we're not talking about harmless, playful interactions here. Her bizarre questions were often aimed at some of the most inappropriate candidates imaginable. We're talking committed guys walking hand in hand with their girlfriends, uncles who looked older than her grandfather, and on the opposite end of the spectrum, boys so young they probably still had a curfew.
Would you rather have $100 or spend the day with me?
I don't know.
You don't want to spend the day with me?
I'm happily married.
You are?
Yes.
Would you like to spend the day with me? Or would you rather have $100? You don't want to spend the day with me? I don't know. Are you spending the day with me? Am I that bad? You don't want to spend the day with me? Okay, here's $100. Have a good day. Bye. You can name this actor, I'll buy whatever you want. Lana Rhodes. Lana Rhodes? Okay, I'll buy whatever you want. Where do you want to go? You want to go in here? How do you know who that actor is? Do you watch her a lot? Yes. Okay. Excuse me? I have a question.
What?
Kiss or slap?
Huh?
Kiss or slap?
Slap.
Isn't that your girlfriend?
Yeah.
You're okay with it?
Probably not.
Seriously?
Definitely.
It's better than kiss.
Okay.
No, it's better than kiss.
All right.
Better than kiss? Okay, thank you.
These interactions almost always turned incredibly awkward and borderline uncomfortable, especially when her targets responded with visible disgust or flat out told her to get lost. There's nothing quite like watching secondhand embarrassment unfold in real time, and Natalie's managed to bottle that experience into her content strategy. Sometimes people laughed it off, sometimes they got annoyed, and sometimes they looked like they were seriously considering calling security.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
Okay.
Do you want to go on a date and get naughty together?
No, I'm good.
You don't want to? Not at all?
Nope, sorry.
Okay. Do you want to go on a date and get naughty?
Oh, I'll pass.
Okay. I'm sorry. This is awkward because you rejected me.
Go find someone else.
Okay. Thank you. Want to go on a date and get naughty?
No, you're ugly.
That was quick. Are you serious?
Why would I want to go on a date with you?
It was just a question.
And I answered it. Get away from me.
I can't. I'm stuck on an escalator with you. So is that a yes or no?
It's a no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you going to walk away from me now?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Excuse me? Kiss or slap?
I would say probably kiss.
Kiss?
Are you talking to Tweeter or me?
Well, kiss or slap?
We're talking about something else. Why are you interrupting us? I don't want to answer you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a question.
No, it's something else. Why are you doing that? Go away. Go away.
Kiss or slap?
Go away.
You love Trump?
I do, but you're annoying the shit out of me.
It's just a question.
Go away.
Kiss
Go
or
away.
slap?
I don't want to talk to you. You must be a Democrat. Go away.
Oh, you just touched me.
Get it out of my face.
Are you gonna hit me? Do you think I'm a Democrat because I'm asking just kiss or slap?
Go away. Does anybody have something to squirt her with? USA! Freedom! Jump! Jump! Jump!
We want to pose a big, jarring question here. After watching the kind of content Natalie has been dumping onto the internet for the past couple of years, can you imagine taking any sort of social advice from her? Well, actually, don't waste your energy, because to Natalie, your opinion doesn't matter in the slightest. If she wants to call herself a social commentator, she will, regardless of whether her commentary is insightful, logical, or even remotely coherent. At one point in her career, she decided to pivot in what can only be loosely described as podcasting. She sat down with a microphone, pretended she was on a podcast, and then proceeded to say some of the most misogynistic things you'll ever hear come out of a woman's mouth. According to Natalie, men and women shouldn't be paid equally, because apparently that's how she thinks the world works.
If a man and woman are doing the same job, should they get paid the same amount?
No, here's a perfect example. Look at NBA players versus WNBA players. It's all about the product. Women's basketball does not get nearly as many sales as men's basketball because they're not f***ing entertaining. Why should they get paid the same?
But she didn't stop there. She also expressed the belief that it's unfair how women can easily achieve their dream bodies through cosmetic surgery, while men, poor unfortunate souls, have to spend years grinding in the gym.
It takes years of hard work for a guy to get his dream body in the gym, while a girl, she could literally go to a plastic surgeon and within hours she has her dream body. It's not fair. And these girls are still complaining. And girls always have the audacity to be like, oh, my life's so hard. No, grow the f*** up.
At this point, you have to wonder, does she even realize that both men and women can get surgery? Or does she genuinely believe the plastic surgery industry has a strict women-only policy? If all that wasn't enough, she also went on to declare that women who wear makeup are inherently insecure.
I think women that wear makeup are just trying to capitalize off of their own insecurities, and any woman that denies that is just straight up lying to themselves. It's a waste of time, it's bad for your skin. I don't think there's a single guy that cares for a girl that's caked up. Raw and natural girls, I think, are the prettiest.
Well, we seriously love the fact that you wear no makeup, Natalie.
We about to have fun, you know summer just begun. Party all night until we see the sun. Call up the plug, roll the 3-5 in the blunt. Done.
As if her list of hot takes wasn't already long enough, Natalie also shared her view that women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Why? Because according to her, women are lazy, don't want to work, and would rather depend on a man's income for the rest of their lives. In her world, that's not a stereotype, it's a universal truth.
I seriously don't think women should have the right to vote. All these women do is look at what their friends are saying, follow what social media is saying, and then they think they know politics. No, you need to get educated and look at the fact. There has never been a woman president in America, and that's obviously for a reason. And it's crazy because girls think that's unfair, but they're the ones crying about their Starbucks order getting run. What makes them think they can run a country? I feel like it just rubs me the wrong way how women think they can just rely on a man to provide for them, especially if they have more money. Like, no. Especially when it comes to sugar daddies, it's always the guys providing money for the woman. It's never the woman providing money for the male. It's sad because I think all these girls are just lazy and need to get off the and get a job.
Pretty outrageous statements, right? Well, that's exactly the point. Do you honestly think she cares about men, their struggles, or the hardships of working hard in the gym? Absolutely not. The only thing she's interested in is sparking outrage, so people keep talking about her. That's the engine that keeps her entire brand running. Scandalous, provocative themes designed to keep her in the clout-chasing race. These videos, aside from giving off a massive please pick me energy, also revealed her true character. And by true character, we mean someone who is perfectly fine being one of the biggest rage baiters on the internet, constantly posting nonsensical content, and then pretending her options are worth a serious discussion. Honestly, at this point, who really cares what Natalie Reynolds thinks about women, men, or anything else for that matter? Not only is her content bad, but it's not even based on original ideas. This woman is notorious for straight-up copying other content creators without so much as a second thought. They do not inspire her. She's not paying homage. She's outright lifting their concepts, formats, and sometimes entire bits, as if she came up with them herself. In the past, she's even ripped off Mr. Beast's videos, which, let's be honest, is already bold enough considering his content is so widely recognized that you can spot a copy from a mile away. But Natalie doesn't stop there. Oh no, she's moved on to bigger and bolder acts of plagiarism. Her latest victim, Brooke Monk. And when I say she's copying Brooke Monk's entire feed, I mean in the most literal way possible. The video concepts, the style, the setups, and even the mannerisms are blatantly copied. And the most infuriating part, she doesn't even bother to hide it. There's no twist, no originality, no wink to the audience, just a carbon copy passed off as her own content.
You lost the game. Episode. You lost the game.
And Brooke Monk isn't the only creator she's been pilfering from. Natalie has a long, messy trail of videos where she's clearly lifted original ideas from smaller, less-known creators too. People who don't have the massive platforms to call her out effectively. Whether it's comedy bits, public stunts, or specific social media trends, she's swiped them all without giving credit or making the slightest attempt to innovate.
Natalie Reynolds copied another one of my videos. This is not the first, but the second. She copied my video about POV, that one girl who forces her mom to yell at her in her videos. I give her credit though this time because she did switch up the words. That's what hers said, and that's what mine said. So like, round of applause, Natalie. But still.
So aside from being a creep, a lamer, and one of the most shameless rage baiters currently clogging up the internet, Natalie Reynolds is also at her core just blatantly unoriginal. She's a knockoff creator, a discount version of people who are actually putting effort into their craft. And honestly, in some ways that might be the worst offense of them all. Because if you're going to dedicate your career to annoying strangers, enraging viewers, and pumping out shock value content, the least you could do is be original about it. While 70% of her feed is nothing but ripped and recycled content, she somehow manages to dedicate the other 30% of her videos to her own so-called original ideas. And let us just say these ideas are so painfully bizarre, insane, and downright unnerving that they could only come from the brain of someone like Natalie. No sane, logical, or even remotely stable person could think about going down the same path she does. We're talking about wild, delusional, absolutely inauthentic claims like, for example, insisting that Ryan Reynolds is her dad. Yeah, you heard that right.
Yo, famous relative check.
Used to live like golden. Yeah, we're golden. Baby girl, we're golden. Yeah, about to see it shine.
This woman on multiple occasions has confidently claimed that she is the lost-long daughter of the famous Hollywood actor Ryan Reynolds. She's gone so far with this fantasy that she even once tried to call him. Like, come on, what was she expecting?
Who's the most famous person you have in your contacts?
Probably Ryan Reynolds.
How do you know him?
Do you not know my last name?
What is it?
Natalie Reynolds. He's literally my dad.
All right, FaceTime.
I don't know if I can FaceTime him because he's probably filming a movie, but I could call him right now.
All right, yeah, that works too. That's so cool.
I'm like his favorite daughter. It's Rainy.
No way. I hope he actually answers.
He will answer. Hi, Dad.
Yo.
Oh, he just hung up on me because he's really busy.
Oh my God.
And if that wasn't enough, she also posted a video where she's dancing side by side with Ryan Reynolds.
I'll never break your heart, and I swear by the moon and the stars.
Now, if you're scratching your head wondering what on earth Ryan Reynolds is doing in her video, let's clear it up. She most likely photoshopped the whole thing. Or maybe, just maybe, she briefly met him, asked for a quick video, and then twisted the narrative to fit her bizarre "I'm his daughter" storyline. Either way, the whole thing screams desperate and delusional. If this information is already melting your brain, you might want to take a break, because what's coming next will make your brain cells want to pack their bags and leave. We've covered her TikTok feed, but her live streams? Oh, that's an entirely different circus. She has done everything, literally everything imaginable, to keep her audience hooked during those streams. Let's start with the incident that left us completely cringed out. In April of 2024, Natalie decided it would be the most brilliant, groundbreaking idea to explore what she called a pedophile village in Florida and stream the entire experience live on Kick. Now, the basic concept alone is already disturbing enough, but what really pushed it over the edge was the fact that she showed up dressed head to toe in a full-blown kid's outfit. We're talking a ridiculously short skirt, a baby pink t-shirt, and to top it all off, a sparkly unicorn backpack strapped tightly on her shoulders.
To investigate another pedophile village, and I said in the Discord today, I am dressed up as a little girl wearing like a Minnie Mouse outfit. I'm gonna show you guys a fit check, okay? Today, I think my age shouldn't be, not 17, because like a 17-year-old wouldn't wear this. I think 14, 15 is like a good age for this. Maybe 15, because 14's pushing a little bit. Today, I'm a 15-year-old girl. I love Minnie Mouse. I have my Minnie Mouse shirt. I have my piggy tails. I have my bracelets, my shorts, my Minnie Mouse sneakers. I keep burping, chat, because I had Red Bull. My Minnie Mouse sneakers and my unicorn backpack.
If that wasn't enough cringe for one day, she also carried around a tray of cupcakes, claiming she was selling them to people in the area.
This place is a little bit different, so I have to be extra smart. But as a peace offering to the pedophiles, I brought EDP cupcakes. These are EDP cupcakes. And I'm going to be handing them out to everybody, all the pedophiles, and basically say that my uncle lives here. And that
She told viewers that the point of the stream was to get around, talk to the residents, and show the internet what was really going on there. But let's be honest, nothing about her outfit or her behavior suggested anything even remotely journalistic or noble. It was screaming, "I'm only here for clout and shock value." And if you think that's where the absurdity ends, you'd be wrong. She actually interacted with several residents of the area, and at one point she flat out asked a man, "What did you do? Did you touch little girls?" Yes, she literally said that on camera, like she was hosting some kind of twisted parody talk show.
Cupcakes.
You're not allowed actually in this whole park.
Okay.
This is a private community.
Okay.
Just like any
But
other.
I live with my uncle.
I don't care where you live. You don't live here. I know everybody almost here. You don't live here.
No.
Please leave.
Sir? Sir? I have a question. Do you live here?
Yeah. Oh, no. Get out of here.
What?
Get out of here.
Why?
I'm calling.
My uncle lives here.
I don't care.
This isn't private property. My uncle lives here.
This is private property.
No, it's not. You guys are lying. It's not private property. I know you guys are lying to me. I'm trying to give cupcakes.
I don't give a
You don't want an EDP cupcake? Don't tell me to get the out of here. Why?
Get off the
This isn't private property. Guys, they're lying. This isn't private property. I know it's not.
Get off the property.
What, did you touch little girls?
Get off the property.
I'm gonna stay on the property. Let's keep walking down this way. What did you do to move here? Child pornography, touch little girls, what was it? Dude, the girls here are psycho. I'm not f***ing with a girl here. Girls?
To make matters even worse, she openly explained to her viewers that her cameraman would be hiding in the bushes while she wandered around alone, pretending to be a 15-year-old girl so she could talk to these men. Let that sink in. She was deliberately baiting for something dramatic or even dangerous to happen, just so she could catch it on film and spike up her view count. That was the entire strategy.
If Lefty's hiding behind a bush, obviously, like, the filming isn't gonna look as great if he's hiding behind a bush. But if we're having bad luck in the beginning, I'm gonna have Lefty hide behind a bush, and he's going to see if, like, the guys will treat me differently if I'm by myself. Like, this is pure bait. Like, I'm literally a live bait.
But here's the thing. Her little scheme didn't go as planned. Instead of going viral in the way she had hoped, the police eventually caught up with her. Officers informed her that the residents of the town did not want her there and that her actions were causing multiple calls to flood into the station. They told her plainly that if they kept receiving complaints about her disturbing behavior, they would have no choice but to remove her from the town entirely.
I tried talking to you a second ago. You guys just ignored me and kept walking away.
Oh, we didn't, because we were already walking on the sidewalk and leaving.
So what are we down here making content for?
Just investigating the area, interviewing people.
Investigating the area?
Yeah.
What kind of investigation?
Just asking questions about like what's going on, like what type of people live here, like just, I'm not trying to like harass it, I'm just asking questions.
Okay, because that's what it seems like to them.
Okay. I mean, I've only went up to 2 people and just asked them, but
they called earlier, not but 30 minutes ago, and now I'm back out again, so.
Okay. But is this actually private property? Because I was told that it's not private property, and then another place.
You're not being detained or anything right now. You're free to go. If you don't want to talk to me, that's fine.
Okay.
But if we keep having to come out, they don't want you guys here.
Okay.
I just had one of these like a month ago. Similar situation.
But why is that? Is that?
Well, this was not the first time she pretended to be someone else for clout, did something unbelievably stupid, and then ended up catching the attention of authorities. After her infamous File Village livestream, Natalie somehow thought it would be a brilliant idea to double down and create yet another delusional, entitled, and offensive spectacle. This time she decided to go live while pretending to be homeless.
Be completely honest. You can say you hate it. You can say it's beautiful. You can say I look sexy. I know I look sexy. I look beautiful and sexy. Okay? I already know that, so don't remind me of that. Ass? Do you guys want to see my... Here, I'll go do a full 360. Okay. So, I have the shirt. This, I tried doing like scrape marks on my stomach, but it didn't really work. So this is, if I lift up my shirt at all, this is gonna be bad. Shirt. And then I have the pants. I have this. It looks like bloody all over my ass. And then I have Crocs. These are all beat up. I beat these up today. They look pretty nasty and disgusting. And I'll show you guys my socks. These are my socks. So I have this. And these are my feet, chat. And you guys can take a guess on what I'm dressed as. You guys can say L script in the beginning. I wanted to do that for fun, but then I started laughing so much so I couldn't like stick to the script. I was trying to walk away from Lefty as a crackhead, but I was like, what the f is this? Like, I don't even know what the f I'm doing. Like, this is some like, I wanted to do it for fun as a joke, but then as I was walking, I was like, what the f am I doing? And then I started laughing. So this is my outfit for today. This is my wig.
Yes, you heard that right. In this stream, Natalie literally referred to herself as a dirty crackhead. She slapped on exaggerated makeup to look disheveled, threw on raggedy clothes, and strutted around as though she had just reinvented method acting. The kicker is that she proudly told her viewers it took her 2 full hours to achieve the look, only to turn around minutes later and claim she naturally wakes up that way.
This is how I look when I wake up. So this was easy for me to get this done, actually, because I actually am a brunette. I actually do look this dirty and disgusting when I wake up. This is me without makeup on right now, guys. So take a good, long look before you guys say that, oh yeah, we need the lights. And, dang, is it bright?
But as bad as the contradictions were, the backstory she concocted for her homeless persona was even more unhinged. According to Natalie, her character was a crackhead who had been outcasted from the very same File Village she had streamed about earlier. Supposedly, she had nowhere to go, and that's why she was roaming the streets begging for money.
What's a good last name? I feel like Susie, we'll just go with Susie. So my background story of being a crackhead is I have just escaped Village. I lived at Village, and I was like, F this, I don't want to live here anymore. But since I'm a registered sex offender, nobody will take me in to live anywhere. So now I'm roaming around the streets as a dirty crackhead, and I'm gonna live tonight as a homeless person and see how it is, okay? You guys can be like, oh, this is bad, this is controversial. This is fine.
Of course, she insisted there was nothing controversial about what she was doing and that it was simply fun to pretend to be homeless. At this point, one has to wonder if Natalie even hears herself when she spews this absolute nonsense. Because while her pre-stream statements were outrageous enough, what she did once she actually hit the streets was on another level of vile. She carried around a cardboard sign with phrases like, "buck for a," scrawled across it, expecting people to buy into the idea that she was genuinely unhoused.
Can you give me $1, please? $1. Any dollar will help. Please. Rich, privileged.
And then she had the audacity to act offended whenever people stared at her. Like, did she even glance in the mirror before heading outside? Her entire demeanor during the scream screamed mental instability. She looked like a parody of herself, and the more she ranted, the more viewers mocked her in real time.
Sir, please. $1. $1 for a please, sir. I'm trying, please. You just fucking laughed at me.
Things escalated when two women, clearly disturbed by her antics, began watching her from a distance. Instead of ignoring them, Natalie stormed over and confronted them midstream. Within minutes, she was hurling abuse at them, because apparently nothing says content like verbally attacking strangers on the street.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm just waiting for the bus.
It didn't look like it from my point of view. You don't want to be filmed, but you've been filming me the last 5 minutes. I saw it. Was it because I look like a dirty crackhead? You want to give me money? No? Nope. No dollar, $1 for a... Okay, keep judging me. I don't like that fucking look on your face. Bro, they've been filming me the last 10 minutes, fucking judging me. Like, I'm sick of people judging me. I was completely minding my own business.
But those women weren't having it. They promptly reported her to local authorities, probably telling them that there was a crazy person loose on the streets. Once again, Natalie's desperate chase for shock value ended with her antics catching up to her, reminding everyone that her so-called content isn't edgy or clever. It's just reckless, offensive, and bound to get her into more trouble every single time.
No.
You're good though. You're good though.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay.
We seen you out here, and I'm like, why did they call us for?
No, yeah, no, I'm not homeless.
Okay. No. I mean, whether you were or not, I'm just making sure you're good.
Okay.
If you guys need anything, just let us know.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, I shit my fucking pants, chat. So listen, are you kidding me? Who called? $1 for a hit. 2 cops pulled up. That's crazy. That's crazy, bruh. That's crazy. Oh, I have to cancel my Uber. Let me cancel my Uber.
Well, these streams were not isolated incidents. Every single stream she put out during this period was filled with icky, uncomfortable, or downright dangerous moments. It was almost like Natalie woke up every day brainstorming new ways to disturb, disgust, or provoke people, and then proudly broadcasted it to the world. Take, for instance, the infamous paintball gun episodes. During one live stream, she randomly shot at complete strangers who were also filming in the woods. Nobody has any clue why she did it. She literally just lifted the paintball gun, aimed, and fired.
That's assault. Hey, that's assault. And I don't have glasses on. That's against.
From the clip, it's painfully obvious the man she hit was caught completely off guard. He hadn't said a word to her, hadn't provoked her, nothing. Naturally, it didn't end well for Natalie. The guy charged at her in pure anger, trying to wrestle the gun out of her hands. The altercation was messy, chaotic, and to put it bluntly, a total embarrassment.
Kick TOS.
Bro, what the f*** is wrong?
Whoa. Don't come at me with a f***ing firearm.
But if you thought that was the end of the paintball saga, think again. Because Natalie also shot her own cameraman on stream. Yeah, her own cameraman. And her excuse was that she thought the gun was empty.
This is for all of you guys, my... Oh!
That shit went in my face.
Are you serious?
No, I didn't. There was nothing in there.
Seriously, Natalie, who in their right minds points any kind of weapon at another person without checking it first? That moment alone made people across the internet start labeling her as a sociopath. And honestly, after reviewing the footage, it's hard to argue with them. And yet the paintball fiascos were just the tip of the iceberg. Things went from reckless to horrifying when she decided to live stream herself hunting. Without an ounce of shame or empathy, Natalie filmed herself killing animals live. She killed a pig, several birds, and a couple of other animals, all while broadcasting it to her audience.
Bro, there's one sitting right there. Get it. It's sitting. Oh, you got it. You got it. Chat, you see this? Look at this is the pheasant. This is the one you just got. Damn, isn't it so? It's actually crazy. This thing was not even 20 minutes ago. Alive. See, guys, I'm losing my mind right now. This thing, what? Oh, look at the blood dripping out of its beak, bro.
Damn.
Oh, it felt like it was moving for a second in my...
God, no.
Okay.
Come on. Don't pull killing my dog.
For many, this was the final straw. People flooded her chat with outrage, took to social media to call her out, and demanded Kick permanently ban her from the platform. But if you know anything about Kick, you know it's the wild west of live streaming. This is a platform where sexual assault, animal abuse, violent threats, and blatant drug abuse have all gone down on stream without permanent consequences. It's essentially an open playground for degeneracy. Still, for once, Kick decided Natalie had crossed a line. They hit her with a ban. Viewers were hopeful that this might be the end of her antics, but then Natalie herself revealed the truth. She was banned for a whopping 3 days. That's it, 3 days. When she returned, her streams became even more deranged. She doubled down on shock value. In one instance, she was caught staging a scenario where she tried to abduct kids by parking a van outside a grocery store with the words "free candy" written across the side.
If I'm live. Yes, kidnapping too. Holy shit!
Remember when we told you at the start of the video that this woman right here has gone to every freaking length to chase clout? And just when you think she can't possibly get more unhinged, she proves you wrong. At one point, Natalie literally decided to wear nothing on her lower body except paint and head out to the gym like it was the most normal thing in the world. No shorts, no leggings, no skirt, just straight up paint. And of course, she made sure to live stream the entire thing for maximum shock value.
Don't have clothes on, you need to be out of here now.
I do have clothes on.
That's not good. Go closer. I work in the industry enough to know. I work in the entertainment field. He's saying you need to leave. He's not. No, a bunch of her. I mean, she's covered, so. Yeah, she's covered.
What's both disturbing and honestly kind of hilarious about this whole situation is Natalie's own reaction to her degeneracy. You can practically see on her face that she knows people will eventually notice she's not wearing pants, and that's the whole point. She thrives on the confrontation. She wanted that viral moment where someone calls her out. And sure enough, when one guy finally told her to leave the premises, because let's be real, what she was doing was straight up indecent exposure, Natalie immediately flipped into "I had no idea" mode. Girl, please, nobody's buying that. At this point, Natalie really needs to grow up. What's even more pathetic is that she did this stupid stunt more than once. She literally wore body paint to an Amish village and streamed her entire experience. And if we were to describe this stream in one word, it would be painfully awkward.
I'm Amish today, and I really wanted to dress as an Amish woman, but I really wanted to wear painted pants into an Amish village. I thought it was a great idea. I thought it was fire, and I wore painted pants.
So yeah, as she proudly declared, Natalie thought it would be a genius idea to waltz into an Amish village in broad daylight, wearing nothing but body paint. And to spice things up, she didn't even dress as herself. She decided it would be creative to go full disguise. Decked out as an Amish man, complete with the most unsettling, fake-looking beard and outfit you've ever seen. If you thought she looked ridiculous in the gym stunt, this one takes the crown. She basically looks like a cartoon villain trying to infiltrate a community that had no idea what TikTok even is. But here's the kicker. This particular stream was different from her usual chaos. Why? Because there was barely anyone around to even witness her half-naked antics. Natalie wandered through this small town for almost 4 hours, whining every 5 minutes about how it was a ghost town.
Nobody on their bicycles, the sun's out. There's more people on their bicycle when it was cloudy out, it was about to rain. Jesus, please. Please let people come out of their house. Why you sound British? About today, with no one being out.
Turn around, let's see. Oh, that's dirty as hell.
Wait, did it fall off? The paint?
No, the paint's very good.
Honestly, watching her walk endlessly, mumbling into the camera about how nobody's here, was torture in itself. Imagine dedicating your entire day to making a spectacle out of yourself, only for no one to notice. Chef's kiss irony. Eventually, though, she did run into a few people, and let's just say the interactions were painfully awkward. At one point, she stopped an Amish man who was clearly minding his own business and straight up asked if she could come to dinner at his house.
How you doing? My name is Amos Grabber. Amos Grabber.
Okay.
And I'm new to the Amish village. I just moved here from Nebraska. I was wondering if you could show me around and show me the Amish culture because I'm newly Amish.
Okay, well, I'm just want to stop looking there and I'm going back for dinner.
Could I come for dinner?
Well, I don't know if we... Not today. I have to talk with my wife first.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
Have a good day. I asserted on dinner. No normal person's gonna invite somebody to dinner 5 seconds after meeting them. Hey, see, they're nice though, chat. What is the shirt tucked into? He wanted to show butthole. Shut the up. Fumbled free dinner. I did fumble. Amish don't hunchback. Does this look believable?
The man looked startled, and honestly, who wouldn't be? Imagine some rando who looks like a deranged circus act wearing zero pants, approaching you in broad daylight and basically inviting themselves to dinner. And just when you think it can't get worse, it definitely does. She also stopped an Amish boy and asked him to give her a tour of the town so she could see what Amish people lived like. Thankfully, the boy was polite but blunt, responding with, "We live like everybody else."
I was wondering if you could give me a tour.
A what?
A tour of the Amish village and show me how your day-to-day life is.
Just basically like anybody else.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
If there's anybody else?
Just like everybody else.
That single sentence was like the universe collectively clapping back at her ignorance. If sarcasm had a spokesperson, it would have been that kid in that moment. But Natalie wasn't done racking up second-hand embarrassment points. She wandered into a small store, cornered the poor woman at the counter, and asked if it was off-season in the village, like she was talking about Disney World or something. She actually wondered aloud if she had come at the wrong time to see Amish people. Excuse me? Natalie, they're not zoo animals waiting around for you to observe them in their natural habitat. The sheer disrespect was off the charts, and the cashier's face said it all. What makes all of this even sadder is how completely unaware Natalie seemed of how embarrassing and offensive her behavior was. She strutted through that village acting like she was starring in some edgy social experiment, when in reality, it was just cringe content at its peak. And honestly, watching her desperate attempts to provoke a reaction only to be ignored or politely shut down was kind of poetic. The whole thing screamed, "Look at me, I'll do anything for clout," and the Amish community collectively said, "No thanks." But if you thought Natalie's lunacy peaked with the Amish stunt, oh no, my friend, buckle up, because her live streams are basically a bottomless pit of, what in the world am I watching? Take, for example, the time she set up a slip and slide in the middle of a Walmart. Yeah, she poured water all over the floor, dragged in inflatable props, and then she and her equally unhinged friends jumped into swimsuits and started sliding around.
Where the did Josiah go? I just got ditched. Ready? Ready?
Go, Natalie, go! Yo! Let's go, everyone join up! Go, keep going.
Slip and slide.
Imagine going in for milk and bread and instead finding an impromptu spring break special in aisle 5. And that's not it, because in another live stream, Natalie actually slipped into a fat suit and pretended to be an overweight person.
Well, why do you not want to hang out with me?
Like, I'm
Is it because I'm fat?
No, I'm not meaning that, but like, I'm not trying to say that, but I go on looks. I go on looks based.
You what?
I go based off looks.
You go based off of looks?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because you just said it's all about personality.
Yeah.
What if I was skinny underneath?
And I don't know what to say then. Because I saw the pictures and I thought like you were actually skinny.
Yeah, I gained a lot of weight over the last year. So I'm still like that. I would still be like that if I lost weight.
So can I call my girl best friend?
Why?
Like I'm gonna dip to go to her place.
You're gonna leave?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna leave.
Why?
Because yeah.
That's dumb.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm sorry.
You can't give me a hug?
Someone really needs to sit Natalie down and explain a very simple concept to her. Slipping into a foam fat suit that maybe weighs at best 200 pounds is not the same as living in a body that weighs 500 or 600 pounds. There is no way she actually believes the two are comparable, right? Unless she's delusional, which, given her track record, is entirely possible, or she genuinely thinks everyone on the internet is brainless enough to fall for her deep social experiment. And clearly the internet wasn't buying it either. Despite Natalie's desperate attempt to stir the pot with this ridiculous video, she couldn't even rake in 100,000 views, even though she has 5 million subscribers on her channel. Now let's talk about her so-called social experiment. She wandered around in her fat suit trying to pick up guys on the street, and shockingly, every single one of them rejected her.
No.
No.
Why?
Because no.
Bud just sort of was like, nope. Excuse me. I have a question. I think you're really cute. I was wondering if I could get your number.
Let's see. I don't live in this town.
So that's rejection?
But I'm not from here.
Bitch, quit lying, boy.
No, thank you.
No?
No, thank you.
Not at all? No. Bud was like, I have a fiance, and I was like, well, you don't have a ring on your finger. He kept walking away all awkward, so I'm getting rejected left and right. Oh.
No, I kind of have a girlfriend.
I was wondering if I could get your phone number.
Nah.
Nah?
I'm 13.
Get sent to 13. So humiliating. This is bad. This is really bad. This is worse than I thought.
Natalie genuinely thought the rejection was because she looked morbidly obese, not because she was literally being a creep in a fake bodysuit, harassing strangers with pickup lines in the middle of the day. Like, girl, no guy is gonna want to date you if your entire personality screams, "Please validate my YouTube content." Fat suit or not, rejection was inevitable. After striking out with the guys, Natalie decided to take her act to a clothing store. She shuffled through racks of oversized clothes, whining the entire time that nothing fit her. Which, by the way, is hilarious considering she wasn't actually fat, just zipped up inside her weird latex costume. But instead of laughing at the absurdity of this situation, Natalie tried to spin it into some deep commentary about how hard it is for overweight people to find their size. No, Natalie, what's hard is watching you fake empathy for views.
So we're now at the mall, and most overweight people struggle to find clothes that fit them. So I'm gonna see how much of a challenge that really is. Let's try on some clothes. The goal is to find at least a handful of clothes that fit me, and I'm gonna feel very awkward asking for the extra, extra large section because I never asked that before. This sucks because I love this dress, but I can't get it. A lot of the clothes around here are not my size. I don't have that many options since I'm overweight. It's annoying because I want all this cute stuff and none of it. There's no big sizes. I'm gonna walk up to a worker and show them this dress and be like, do you think this is gonna fit me? We're gonna see if they're gonna say yes or no and be honest with me and say I'm fat. Excuse me, I'm trying to find a dressing room for this dress. Do you think this would fit? Like I'd be able to stretch into it or no?
Oh yeah, it
Really?
stretches. I know they all look kind of that shrunken fit,
Yeah.
but they move.
And because no Natalie stunt is complete without fishing for validation, she started asking strangers whether they thought she looked fat. And hilariously, a lot of people told her no.
What I've been realizing is a lot of people like to lie to my face, so I'm literally gonna blatantly ask them if I'm fat to get more people to lie to my face. I have a question. Do you think I'm fat? No. No? I'm not fat at all? No. You're lying. Excuse me? I have a question. Do you think I'm fat?
No.
No? You don't think I'm fat? Just be honest.
No.
This is crazy. I'm gonna become a compulsive liar after this. Like, everyone's lying to my face. I've never been lied to so much in my life until today. Excuse me, I have a question. Do you think I'm fat?
No, I think you're beautiful.
Bro, this is f***ing insane. I have a question. Do you think I'm fat?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my God, thank you for being honest. I love you. Yes.
You'd think she'd take that as a compliment, but she was disappointed. According to her, the problem is that people aren't honest with overweight folks, and that's why they don't want to lose weight.
After my experience at the mall, it was the most uncomfortable I've ever felt in my entire life. I felt completely out of place. People were lying to my face left and right. Maybe that's why overweight people stay overweight. It's because no one's honest with them or upfront with them.
Yeah, because clearly what overweight people need is random strangers at the mall shouting, "Hey, you're fat." That'll definitely inspire a fitness journey. Bravo, Natalie. What a groundbreaking theory. Here's the reality. While it's true that many overweight individuals don't fully recognize just how severe their condition is, walking up to them and shoving the word fat in their face doesn't help. In fact, studies show the exact opposite. Weight stigma increases stress hormones, emotional eating, and avoidance of exercise. Basically, fat shaming makes the problem worse. So, Natalie, your little experiment didn't expose society's dishonesty. It exposed your own lack of empathy and your complete ignorance of how health psychology works. But of course, she didn't stop there. Natalie took her fat suit to a trampoline park, walked up to the ticket counter, and actually asked the staff if she needed 2 tickets because she was fat.
I need 2 tickets because I'm bigger, or was 1 fine? 1 is fine. Okay.
Is this comedy now? This is the lowest form of humor imaginable, scraping the bottom of the barrel for a cheap, offensive laugh. And then, as if that wasn't humiliating enough, she strutted into a gym with a box of donuts. Because why not double down on the most tired, insulting stereotype possible? She asked random people if she could lose weight while eating donuts, interrupted guys mid-workout to demand help, and basically turned the whole place into a personal clown show.
Someone's looking at me like, I wish I could eat that donut right now. Do you think I'll lose weight?
Probably not.
Yeah, at least he's honest. If you answer this question honestly, I'll give you the donut. Do you think I'm fat?
Yeah.
W man, now you have a donut because you're honest with me. Honesty gets you good things, right? Do you think if I do this, I'll lose weight?
No.
Do you think I'm fat?
No.
You don't think I'm fat?
No.
Why are you lying to my face?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Wait, I can't lift this much weight.
Nah, trust me, you got it.
Can you help me?
I don't know how to help you.
You just take this weight off, please.
I gotta.
As I was starting my workout, I was already getting kicked out. I think they're fat phobic, or maybe they're just really jealous of my donuts.
I'm leaving the gym right now. People were nice at the beginning, but once I started asking them for help, it got really awkward.
And when she finally got kicked out for making everyone uncomfortable, she had the audacity to say the gym was being fat phobic. As the grand finale, she waddled into a McDonald's and asked the cashier if she should be eating here because she's fat, which at this point wasn't even offensive, it was just exhausting. Like, we get it, you're in a fat suit, you're making fun of fat people. There's nothing clever left.
Is McDonald's healthy for a fat person? Like, if I'm fat, should I get McDonald's or no?
I mean, if you want.
Okay.
And then came her Oscar-worthy ending monologue. She sat down with the biggest McDonald's meal imaginable. She delivered a heartfelt speech about how this was the most physically and mentally draining video she'd ever done and how she was finally realizing what fat people go through every day.
Today was the most self-conscious I've ever felt in my entire life, and I'm being serious when I say that. I felt out of place. I felt like I didn't belong. Because even when I'm sitting here right now, like, people walk by and they're like, oh yeah, like, she's fat as. If anyone's overweight watching this, get in the gym and turn your life around and you'll feel a lot better about yourself, because this is the shittiest I've ever felt in my entire life. This has been the most mentally draining and physically draining video I've ever done, and I never want to be.
She wanted us to see her as some brave social commentator peeling back the curtain on the struggles of obesity. In reality, she was just trying to slap a moral band-aid on top of what she was otherwise. In reality, she was just trying to slap a moral band-aid on top of what was otherwise one of the most insensitive, cringe-inducing videos imaginable. In the past, Natalie's pulled off more than her fair share of insensitive stunts, and we've already discussed quite a few. But there's one incident we left out that takes things from tone-deaf to downright disturbing. During one live stream, she was literally edging a homeless woman, someone who clearly didn't know how to swim and looked extremely vulnerable, into jumping into the water for just $20. And yes, in the most depressing turn of events, the woman actually jumped. So how did we even get here? Let's rewind a bit. Back in May 2024, streamer Ice Poseidon announced an IRL scavenger hunt in Austin, Texas, with a $20,000 prize for the winner. Naturally, Natalie just had to insert herself into the chaos. Did she win? Of course not. Did she stir up controversy that overshadowed the actual event? Yeah. Throughout the stream, her behavior was a highlight reel of bad decisions. She shot a paintball gun at another unsuspecting streamer, only to get assaulted in return, something we've already covered. But toward the end, things spiraled into something much darker. Natalie and her friend ended up at Lady Bird Lake, still hunting for clues, and came across a homeless woman who looked mentally unwell. Instead of offering help, or just leaving the poor woman alone, Natalie dangled a pathetic $20 bribe in exchange for jumping into the lake.
Do you want to jump in together?
Do you want to?
Yeah, do you want to have a play date?
You want to jump in with me?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it with you.
I'd rather go skinny dipping with you if I'm being honest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah. You want to?
You want a skinny dip?
Yeah. Are you really going to do it? I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I'll
do
see.
it with me.
Yeah, you want a skinny dip?
Yeah.
Deadass?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll do
Chad,
it.
They're all saying.
So as you heard, Natalie, without any sense of responsibility, asked this woman to go skinny dipping with her. And honestly, even a child could tell at this point that the woman was drunk or struggling in some way. But Natalie, without any shame, kept making fun of the poor lady. What happened next was even more psychotic on Natalie's part, and it'll make you absolutely despise her.
I'm really scared.
I don't either.
Oh, there you are. Oh, yeah. She wants to go skinny dipping.
I'll do it if she does it.
You still want a skinny dip?
Yeah. With you.
If you go first, we'll do rock, paper, scissors. If you go first, can you look for the scanner?
Scanner.
There's a scanner that you need to look for in the water.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I drown?
Then
I haven't been in the water. What is
you said you want to jump in.
I do.
Natalie literally egged this woman on to jump into the lake and look for a scanner, dangling the promise of $20 like it was some kind of grand prize. You can even hear her say she'd jump in after her, pretending she was part of this ridiculous stunt. But then she whispered into the camera, almost proudly, hinting that she was never going to pay the poor woman. That's not just cruel, that's straight up predatory behavior dressed up as content. At this point, we're pretty convinced that Natalie either has the mental capacity of a literal child who doesn't understand consequences, or she's operating with straight-up psychotic tendencies. Because, let's be honest, any sane person, literally anyone with the slightest shred of empathy, would have taken one look at this clearly vulnerable woman and encouraged her to stay far, far away from the water. But Natalie, being the degenerate she is, actually took her closer to the lake, all while mocking her and treating the whole thing like some comedy skit. And it wasn't just casual mockery either. Natalie doubled down. She didn't just laugh at the woman's situation, she actively pushed her further into danger, convincing her again and again to jump in the water and look for the scanner. What makes this whole thing even more disgusting is that the woman herself expressed concern. She literally said she was worried she might drown. That should have been a wake-up call for anyone with a functioning brain. But instead of backing off, Natalie reassured her in the most manipulative way possible by claiming she was a certified scuba diver and that there was absolutely nothing to worry about.
Was certified. You should jump in.
All right.
And I think if you jump in, you'll be able to find the scanner.
Scanner?
Yeah, there's a scanner that's in the water over here. That's why I'm here.
Okay, and I can jump in and not gonna get in trouble. Right?
No.
No. All right. You know why I wasn't going to? Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right now.
But I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Oh!
The look of disbelief on Natalie's face here is unnerving, as if she hadn't just spent the last few minutes convincing this homeless lady to jump into the water. In fact, she even mocked the woman's back once she was in the water. And when her friends started approaching, Natalie completely denied ever telling the woman to jump.
Oh! Wait, what? Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Well, if there were an award for the world's biggest scammer, liar, and degenerate, it would have gone to Natalie at this point. We all saw it happen. From the very start, she kept convincing this woman to jump, and now here she is taking zero accountability. She didn't just do that, she kept making fun of her while walking all the way back to her team, and even claimed she didn't know who that woman was.
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get out.
Wait, who is that? The f is going? We should... I don't even... What was that?
Are you guys with Retrovert?
I'm not sure at all.
Are you guys renting equipment from
I thought she was like working here or something. Oh sh. Who the f was that? Did you see her ass when she jumped in? Did you see her ass? Oh, that's so funny. You f***ed up. I really don't care.
At this point, Natalie is radiating full-on high school mean girl energy. And let's be clear, Natalie's not some teenager still figuring life out. She's a 25-year-old grown woman acting like a complete bully. While she tries to play it off as chill and carefree in this clip, the second she opens her chat and realizes from the flood of comments just how badly she screwed up, her whole demeanor shifts. Suddenly she looks a little more concerned, but not out of guilt for the homeless woman. No, her concern is purely for herself, her image, and the backlash she could be facing.
I thought she wanted to be my friend. I don't know. Like, I didn't even know what was happening. We should leave. We should leave. Oh. She... I did not know she was mentally ill. I thought she was just trying to have fun. I thought she was drunk or something. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What? Wait, why is she just here, though? If she's, like, mentally ill, does she just, like, roam around? It's like, what, 30 minutes of my stream? Like, I spent time convincing someone to jump. See, now she's just floating in the water. I think she's on drugs. I thought you could swim here. I don't know what's going on.
According to Natalie, she didn't know the woman was mentally unstable. She just assumed she was drunk. As if that somehow makes it better. Honestly, in what twisted universe is it okay to pressure an intoxicated woman into jumping into a lake for $20? That's not just reckless, it's downright vile. And when her chat began flooding with messages pointing out that she literally bribed this woman to jump, Natalie immediately slipped into her favorite role, playing innocent. She kept repeating the word that she had no idea what was going on, like gaslighting her audience would magically erase the footage.
Floating away. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on. They're saying I killed her. I don't know. I thought she was drunk and wanted to have fun. I don't know.
If she dies, that's
no. I said.
Hey, give her some money.
I don't have any cash.
Just scam her. Tell her
that's even more f***ed up.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's happening.
Yes, Natalie, you absolutely knew what was going on when you offered that woman money and told her to jump into the lake. Let's not pretend otherwise. While the act of convincing her to jump was already wild and pathetic, what Natalie did next crossed the line into something truly disgusting and inhuman. And here's the chilling part. While all of this was being filmed, the woman was still in the lake struggling. Eventually, she cried out, admitting she couldn't swim. And how did these so-called adults respond to a literal cry for help? Pathetically. Just watch for yourself.
She said she's stuck.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, Natalie.
Oh, I do know this is actually really bad. Why is she here in the first place?
Can you go convince her to come back?
I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she literally.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. She's floating.
Drowning.
She says she's drowning. We leave.
Oh, this is bad.
Dude, Natalie.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. She said she's drowning. She says she's drowning.
I think you literally just murdered a lady.
No, I didn't. I swear. No, I didn't. Let's go. Dude, she's drowning in the lake. Dude, I can't help her. They told me to leave.
So yeah, believe it or not, they just walked away, leaving the woman stuck in the water like it was some kind of joke. And let's make this crystal clear, it wasn't just Natalie acting like a complete degenerate here. Every single person on her team was laughing, mocking, and treating the whole thing as if it were primetime entertainment. A clearly unstable woman was struggling in the lake, calling out for help, and their brilliant response was to laugh. to make fun of her, to treat a life or death situation like cheap content for a stream. We honestly cannot wrap our heads around it. How does anyone think this is funny? How do you look at a woman who literally can't swim, who's panicking in the water, and think, oh, this is hilarious, let's just leave her there? If they didn't want to physically step in, that's one thing, but they could have at least called for help. Yet they didn't. And if this isn't psychotic behavior, we don't know what is. To make things even worse, in the next part of the stream, we actually saw Natalie casually driving away in her car. Moments later, a fire truck had to pull up to rescue the poor woman.
Really bad? She wanted to jump in. She wanted to skinny dip with me. She wanted me to get naked. If she's really that mentally ill, she shouldn't be by the water in the first place. I didn't know. And why are they allowing her to be over there when they knew she was mentally ill? Oh my God, dude. I was gonna help her and they told me to leave. It's Ice's fault. It's his event.
Oh my God! There's a fire truck. Nah, this is bad. Natalie. Wait, this is really bad.
What really struck us, and honestly what's most infuriating, is just how casually Natalie carried on afterward. She was sitting in her car chatting about something entirely unrelated when she noticed the fire truck pulling up. And the way she reacted made it painfully clear she did not care. Not one bit. A woman was literally stuck in the water because of her actions. A woman who could have drowned and actually died. Yet Natalie was sitting there acting detached, as if nothing had happened. And of course, the internet was not about to let this slide. When the clip started spreading, people were beyond furious. This time it wasn't just her usual critics calling her out, but news outlets and major commentary channels also picked it up. The whole thing became impossible to ignore. Even official sources had to step in. The Austin Fire Department's information account actually tweeted an update clarifying, "There is no water rescue on Lady Bird Lake. The person is out of the water and the incident has been downgraded to a medical call." The outrage after this incident was absolutely insane. People across the internet were furious, calling Natalie out for the psychopath she truly was. The clip spread everywhere: TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, and the reaction was unlike anything Natalie had faced before. This wasn't just casual criticism, it was full-blown disgust at how low she had gone. People were horrified that she had encouraged a vulnerable woman to jump into a lake, mocked her, and then left her there. The consensus online was simple: Natalie had gone too far. As the aftermath of this incident unfolded, she was actually banned for a short while. Well, not necessarily banned, at least not in the traditional sense. According to Natalie, Kik messaged her directly and told her that her streams had created a lot of bad publicity for the platform. They didn't outright suspend her, but suggested she should take some time off from the streaming world to think things through. Basically, it was a polite way of saying you're embarrassing us and we don't want to deal with the PR nightmare you're creating.
Got a message from Kik staff, so Benny reported me to the Kik staff, and he kept saying how I'm a threat, how I need to be banned, whatever. They messaged me and they told me, "Natalie, Kik has gotten a lot of bad publicity by you the last week, and we really need you to take a step back from this platform and not stream on here."
Natalie also claimed at this point that she was considering getting professional help. She talked about how she wanted to reflect on her actions and how maybe she needed to work on herself. But here's the thing, none of that actually happened. There was no genuine attempt at accountability, no apology, no real effort to improve. She didn't take it seriously at all. Instead, she went back to streaming like nothing had happened. Worse, she openly mocked the situation, brushing it off as if it were no big deal. At one point, she even asked someone whether they thought the whole incident was being dragged out.
Wait, do you actually think it's what happened? Or
It is so f***ed up, so you know what? You should pop pity for us.
Or do you think it's dragged out?
No, it's actually f***ed up. Like,
Yeah, he should have said that.
That's a mother right there. Like, I would be sad if I saw my mom drowning and then just kids laughing and running away from it.
And her unapologetic attitude only became clearer when she made a TikTok video addressing the controversy. You might expect her to show some remorse, maybe acknowledge that she went too far, but no. What we got instead was pure deflection. In the video, she claimed that workers at the lake told her she had to leave the scene, and that's why she didn't help the woman. According to her, she would have helped otherwise.
Still keeps talking about the lady in the lake situation, so I'm here to address it. First of all, I never pushed her in. She jumped in out of her own free will. And second of all, she's saying I can't swim, I can only float, and she's floating perfectly fine above the water. I then get kicked out immediately after she jumps in because 3 workers come up to me and say, leave, we want you out of here, we don't want you helping. If something actually really bad did happen, don't you think I would have been in jail by now?
Everyone who saw the stream knows that's a complete lie. She wasn't standing there ready to rescue anyone. She was the one who pressured the woman to jump in, mocked her while she was struggling, and then walked away when things got serious. Nothing about her behavior suggested she was ever going to help. And sadly, this wasn't an isolated incident. Even after the lake fiasco, Natalie's vile and insensitive streams continued like nothing had happened. There are countless clips from her live streams that show the same disturbing pattern. She has no respect for homeless people, no respect for the elderly, and really no respect for human beings in general. One particularly disturbing example came when she visited a retirement home. Instead of being respectful, her group thought it would be funny to shove someone's backside at an elderly man's face.
He's falling asleep! He's falling asleep! Baby, we gotta wake up! That's so ugly! They don't like it. These guys don't like it. Heart attack? Heart attack?
The man didn't look amused at all. He looked uncomfortable, even humiliated. But Natalie and her crew thought it was hilarious. Once again, the content mattered more to her than the dignity of another human being. And what's even more pathetic is that these kinds of psychotic stunts are not new for Natalie. She's pulled similar vile antics countless times. One clip that sticks in people's minds is of her mocking a homeless man, laughing at the way he spoke and treating him like a joke.
No, I feel f***ed up. I'm not doing that. Who are you talking to?
Well, there's this robot called Galactus, but nobody knows about it because you have to like reach X-Men, but then in chapter 3, where you have a look at inside, it says, guys coming up, and then tells us everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Is somebody like choking you out? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a big giant robot downstairs.
Where are they?
Robot, yeah. You know, like, Japan's great.
Oh.
It wasn't just disrespectful, it was dehumanizing. And it makes you wonder, how can someone be so consistently cruel? How can someone look at vulnerable people and see nothing but an opportunity for content? So this is Natalie for you guys. What's terrifying is that people like her are even called influencers these days. Besides all this, she's also been accused of cultural appropriation due to her braids.
To wear braids. I've been seeing a lot of hate comments about my braids saying it's offensive, disgusting, it's cultural appropriation, it's f***ed up. How is it f***ed up when Vikings are the ones that invented braids? If you are really that offended by me wearing braids in 2025, you need to get a grip on reality. It is not that deep. Why are we arguing about hairstyle? And I just want to get one thing straight. If a person of can wear a wig that's blonde and straight, I can wear braids.
There are so many things wrong with this clip that it's hard to know where to begin. First of all, Natalie proudly claimed that Vikings were the ones who invented braids. And sure, we fact-check Vikings did have braided hairstyles, but here's the problem. Natalie wasn't wearing Viking braids. She was wearing cornrows, a hairstyle deeply tied to Black culture, identity, and history. That's not a small mix-up. That's like confusing spaghetti with ramen and then acting like you're an expert on both. Now, maybe some of you are thinking, okay, what's the big deal? She's not hurting anyone by wearing braids, right? Well, here's the thing, she actually is. Because this isn't just about hair, it's about cultural appropriation. When Natalie decides to rock cornrows like it's just another quirky hairstyle she picked up at the salon, she erases the cultural meaning and lived experiences attached to them. Braids, especially cornrows, aren't just aesthetic. They've existed in Black communities for thousands of years as a way to express identity, heritage, and even survival. That's why this is infuriating. It's a privilege that screams, I get to take the parts of your culture I like, wear them when it's convenient, and then toss them aside when I'm done. It reduces culture to a costume, a temporary accessory for clout. So no, it's not just hair, and no, it's not a harmless trend. If you still don't get it, listen to this Black woman who's explained this beautifully.
Personal opinion, the whole situation, I feel like she is appropriating the culture instead of appreciating the culture. And I'm going to explain why. She goes on and asks people, which is called man on the street, for those of y'all that don't know, is a journalistic term of asking random people this question about Viking braids, but she's wearing cornrows, which are two different styles of braids. So why would you sit up here and ask Black women about Viking braids when you're wearing cornrows? So for those of y'all that don't know the significance of Black culture, of how it is near and dear to us, when it was during the slave time, the slaves used to create roadmaps in braids of how to escape through slavery. So that's why braids hold a significance in Black history. But then when you also talk about the fashion and the culture of it, it has been going on through generations of how braids have been made, whether it's an updo, lemonade, box braids, you name it. Like, braids have so much significance in Black culture, but it's also in European culture, Asian culture, Native American, etc. But the way that Black women and Black people in general have created the style to their own has made significant parts of protective styles to protect our hair. But with this creator, she's going around wearing cornrows and she's not asking the right questions. She's asking people the questions of, do you think she should wear braids? That's not the question that you should be asking women of color. The question that you should be asking women of color is, what is the significance of braids and why is this so popular in Black culture?
As we already mentioned before, apart from copying cultures, Natalie's also notorious for copying creators, especially the big ones. And when we say copying, we don't mean being inspired by someone's style like most creators do. No, Natalie takes it to a whole other level. In recent months, she's gone above and beyond to mimic Brooke Monk so obsessively that it's actually bordering on harassment.
I thought I could palm it. You better drop to your knees and bark like you want.
And try to love me, pretty little baby. I'm hoping that you do.
If you scroll through her TikTok feed, you'll notice something disturbing. Nearly every other video mirrors Brooke's exact styles, scripts, and even mannerisms. It's like she's running a one-woman Brooke Monk fan parody account, except the parody isn't funny, it's creepy. She's not just borrowing ideas here and there, she's copying entire outfits, poses, and transitions. And here's where things cross into downright delusional territory. Natalie doesn't just want Brooke's content, she wants Brooke's boyfriend, Sam, too. Unfamiliar, Brooke Monk is one of TikTok's biggest creators, boasting nearly 41 million followers. She's been in a long-term relationship with Sam for about 5 years, and the two often create content together that fans love. But Natalie, being the unhinged clout chaser that she is, doesn't just admire their relationship from afar. She's gone so far as to put framed pictures of Sam in her house, and wait for it, she created a life-sized cardboard cutout of him, which she actually features in her videos.
Ballerina cappuccina. Me.
At this point, someone please explain how this is not considered harassment. This behavior is beyond pathetic. It's giving Fatal Attraction vibes. Except instead of boiling bunnies, Natalie is thirsting after someone else's boyfriend through poorly edited TikToks. And it doesn't end there. She's also spread fake stories about Brooke, alleging that Brooke sent her a cease and desist and was behind her TikTok accounts getting banned. A bold claim, but one we highly doubt has a shred of truth to it.
Natalie, I'm gonna stick this name to your head and you have to try to guess who it is.
Okay.
Alright.
Is it a girl?
It is now.
Does it live in America?
Yes, it does.
Does it know who I am?
Definitely knows who you are.
Is it jealous of me?
Very, yes.
Does it copy all my videos?
It's copied a good amount of them.
Did it home wreck my past relationship with its current boyfriend?
Yes, sadly it did.
Did it get my TikTok account banned?
Yep.
Is it Brooke Monk?
Look, it is.
Oh, look!
This is classic Natalie. When she doesn't get the reaction she craves, she makes up stories to paint herself as the victim. Interestingly, Brooke has not directly responded to Natalie's degeneracy, which is probably driving Natalie insane. Because let's be honest, attention and drama are her lifelines. Without Brooke acknowledging her antics, Natalie's little copycat obsession is just screaming into the void. And since it's not giving her the clout boost she expected, she seems to be getting bored. But Brooke isn't the only victim of Natalie's unhinged copycat behavior. She's also copied creators like Haley Bailey and picked fights with others. Most recently, she's gone out of her way to start drama with Harper Zilmer, constantly mentioning her in videos. It's as if Natalie can't breathe unless she's dragging someone else into her vortex of chaos.
That's why I'm suing Harper Zilmer. I never wanted things to get to this point, but I feel like I need to explain my side of the story. I've been trying to become friends with Harper for months, and then out of nowhere, she talks badly about me on her podcast. Like, where did that come from? Harper's clearly trying to use my name for views, and I'm just not cool with it, especially with everything that she is saying is so untrue, and it's just unacceptable. Harper, I'm gonna be giving you 24 hours. If you are willing to be my friend and collab with me, I will consider dropping the lawsuit, but if you don't, I will be pursuing legal action because it's just not okay. And just so you know, me and my dad, Ryan Reynolds, have some of the best lawyers in the nation, so I wouldn't be messing around with me. The creator I have blocked annoys me so much, and that is Harper Zilmer. I just cannot stand.
Hi Natalie, it's Harper. I just want to say I'm not blocked, so I'm a little confused, but it's okay. Also, you're a grown woman bashing like little kids on the internet, so it's okay though. Also, my first impression on you was you letting a homeless person drown in a lake. Ooh. No hate or anything, but before you like say you have me blocked, make sure you actually do block me. Another thing is make sure to just work on yourself before you bash people on the internet. Anyways.
And what's worse, she acts like she's the victim in all this. According to Natalie, she's not the problem, oh no. Apparently all these other creators are jealous of her. In Natalie's alternate universe, millions of people are copying her, not the other way around. If that doesn't scream delusional, we don't know what does. The lies don't stop with her feud stories either. Recently, she hosted a so-called meet and greet. And by hosted, I mean she rented out a small space and plastered it with signs about her brand. And guess what? Pretty much no one showed up.
Y'all pulled up on me, I would have seen y'all niggas outside.
She was visibly upset. But let's be real, did she actually expect crowds of fans lining up to meet her? The whole thing felt like another elaborate rage bait stunt. Over the past few months, she's also lied about getting arrested, being in jail, being on house arrest, and even wearing an ankle monitor.
I'm not out. I'm taking a bath.
Why are you out?
I'm not out. I'm literally taking a bath.
Mommy, stop! I was filming!
Spoiler alert, we highly doubt she's rocking a real ankle monitor. But of course, in Natalie's words, facts don't matter. It's all about spinning outrageous stories for views. She doesn't even bother with consistency. One week she's an outlaw on house arrest. The next week she's casually streaming from her bedroom like nothing ever happened. The one thing we actually believed, though, was that her TikTok account got banned. And how did she respond to that? By staging a protest outside TikTok's headquarters. Yes, she literally showed up outside their offices with signs like a budget picketer, hoping someone would care enough to put her back on the app. And just when you think Natalie has run out of stunts, she somehow manages to outdo herself. She's vowed to do anything for clout. And by anything, we mean anything. Even tattooing a guy's name across her forehead if it meant trending for a week.
You will regret this tattoo. That is just not true. I've literally been dreaming of this guy for years and I've had the crush on him for the longest time. He just got out of a long-term relationship, so I'm really hoping this tattoo shows my love and appreciation towards him, and I would do literally anything for him. So Nick, if you're watching this, please take me out on a date. I love you so much.
And that's how far gone she is. Natalie isn't a content creator, she's a chaos generator, throwing tantrums, lies, and shock stunts at the internet just to stay relevant. At this point, Natalie Reynolds has built herself quite the resume of chaos, and none of it is flattering. We've seen her nearly drown another woman in a lake for the sake of content, shamelessly copy another creator down to their outfits and mannerisms, and do just about anything, literally anything, for views. From pretending to abduct kids outside of Walmart to faking her own arrests, her behavior has been nothing short of disturbing. Add in the ankle monitor lies, the fake meet and greet, and her obsessive harassment of creators like Brooke Monk, and you got a picture of someone who thrives on shock value and deception. Natalie isn't simply controversial, she's a professional chaos artist, spinning wild stories just to keep her name in the algorithm. And honestly, the more you look at Natalie's antics, the more she ticks off the traits of a sociopath. A blatant disregard for other people's safety? Check. Remember the lake incident? Manipulative lies and fabricated stories? Double check. A lack of remorse or accountability for any of her behavior? Absolutely. Her obsession with tearing others down while painting herself as the victim screams of someone who lacks empathy and thrives on manipulation. Combine that with her compulsive need for attention and reckless decision-making, and you're left wondering if Natalie is simply clout-hungry, or if there's something much darker at play. So what do you think? Is Natalie Reynolds just another desperate influencer chasing views? Or does her behavior cross into something more sinister? Do you believe she's showing signs of classic sociopathy, or is she simply a troll who's taken things way too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into internet chaos. Hit that like button, turn on notifications, and join the conversation.